everyone, and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Stevens.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman. Thanks for tuning in for a look at the third annual Volunteer Fair, and in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, Maria Gilbert shows us how to apply makeup for Dia de los Muertos.
We'll also have the details on the entertainment series season premiere and the return of Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival to Levy Event Plaza. And in Feature Flicks, I talked to the stars of the groundbreaking new romantic comedy, Bros.
They can recommend the best wine and food pairings or help you discover a lesser-known vintage. And the gathering of Texas sommeliers, Texsom, has emerged as one of the most prestigious wine events in the country.
Texsom is back strong after the pandemic at the new location, the Irving Convention Center at Las Colinas. Here are some highlights from their closing event. Every smell and swish can impact the taste of your wine. Here at the Texsom Grand Tasting, wine connoisseurs are savoring every sip.
Every kind of wine is being sampled.
The Irving Convention Center hosted the annual Texas Sommelier Conference.
It's an educational conference about wine and other beverages for the hospitality and restaurant industries.
The conference originated in Irving in 2005 and now has turned into an international event that ends with a grand celebration.
All our sponsors come together and we celebrate the time that we've been together, enjoy some more wine, some more tasting, celebrate our volunteers, and award some scholarships.
This year, Texsom chose to honor volunteers with a special Outstanding Volunteer Award to not one, but two recipients.
Caitlin Ball and Leanne Ingendorf.
The volunteers are the key people in our event. They self-styled the summer campers a few years ago, so that's what we call them. It's a play on words, of course, for sommelier and summer camp. But they did that because it's a very educational event for them. They get a lot of training activities, things like that you would associate with a summer camp. And so they come here not only to contribute as volunteers, but to learn themselves.
Guests enjoyed an evening of gratitude, wine, and a delicious serving of hors d'oeuvres.
Irving Convention Center has been amazing with their menus and their creativity, and the staff has been amazing, and it's a great place to do a wine event.
The Texsom Grand Tasting is an entertaining and bubbly conclusion to the premier wine event. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
Learn more about summer camp, the retreat, and other events at Texsom.com.
The entertainment series of Irving kicks off their 2022-23 season with a concert you won't want to miss.
Johnny Pegues and Alan Connor are here with the details. Great to see you guys.
Well,
Thank you. Good to be here.
So, 67 years of this incredible organization, and I didn't know how you were going to follow up on Route 66, but boy, have you. Tell us about this group that's opening your season.
Well, thank you for having us here today. We have on October the 14th, we have Endless Summer, which is a Beach Boys tribute band, and you will never believe how good they are. They're fabulous, and we're really looking forward to it.
Well, I had an opportunity to go to YouTube and look at a little of the video compilation that you guys put together. Oh my goodness. People are going to have so much fun at this concert.
Yeah, no, and Alan, I understand you have a special connection to the Beach Boys. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, back when I was very young, my family had a band, and I was about 9 years old, and we were playing in Oklahoma City at a amusement park called Spring Lake. And when we got off the stage, a gentleman came up to my dad and said, I would like for your kids to open some shows for my kids. And he said, well, who are your kids? He said, they're the Beach Boys.
Oh, wow.
So my dad said, okay.
Didn't hesitate.
Yeah, that was the right answer.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So I know that you've been singing this music for years, and you've probably got some favorites, but what can the audience expect?
Well, you're going to hear all the great hits. You're going to hear Help Me Rhonda, Good Vibrations, God Only Knows. But you're also going to hear some deeper cuts into some of the albums that you'll go, oh, I remember that. You'll also hear some Jan and Dean and things like that. So it's going to be a party.
Oh, yeah. I've got Good Vibration going in my head right now. I am a happy girl.
Yeah. Johnny, can you tell us about the raffle?
Absolutely. Alan has been kind enough to get 2 items signed by 2 of the Beach Boys, an LP by Al Jardine and a book by Mike Love.
Oh my.
And we're going to raffle those off. The lucky winner there'll be 2 lucky winners actually, one for each item. So we're really excited about that.
So I should probably ask, can they be purchased ahead of time, or is the raffle only there that night for the...
At the show, we'll have little tickets like you get at the movies.
Yeah.
And you'll pay your money and you'll get your little ticket and then your name will get drawn.
All right. So folks, you got to show up for this because you want to be in that pool of tickets for that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So before we let you go, Johnny, kind of give us an overview of the rest of the season. I don't know how you're going to top this, but you know.
Well, and one other item about Alan's show in particular, the Irving High School Choir is going to accompany him for part of his show. So we're going to have a really special night that night.
Oh, I
As
love
far
that.
as the rest of the season goes, as you know, ladies, it is the season 67. The entertainment series of Irving was established in 1955. We're the longest running continuous arts organization in Irving. Now, in November, we will have Chris McGuire, who's an Irving High graduate and also the president of the Fort Worth Classical Guitar Society, which he established. We will have in January, of course, Craig Parker back for the Elvis birthday bash.
Absolutely.
And then in March, we'll have Derek Spence, who is the world's #1 George Strait
Tribute.
Thank you. Tribute artist.
Yeah.
I was searching for that word. And by the way, it's the tribute season.
That's right.
And then in May, we will have the Selena tribute. She's an artist from Fort Worth who does Selena exceptionally well.
Wow.
So we have really 5 good shows this year.
People
love
are
that.
going to want to dance in the aisles.
Yeah.
That's what we're
in
hoping.
The summer and through the rest of the
That's
season.
what we're
It's gonna
hoping.
be
Yeah.
great.
Well, and the neat thing about the album and the book that we have from the Beach Boys, Al Jardine and Mike Love are both original founding members of the Beach Boys, and they are members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
So those are good items to get.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Rare.
guys so much for
One of a kind.
Yeah.
One of a kind,
Yeah.
exactly. That's great. So thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing all the great information, folks. You want to get your tickets as soon as possible to this concert. Endless Summer opens the entertainment series of Irving's 67th season. The concert is Friday, October 14th at 7:30 p.m. in Carpenter Hall. To learn more, visit entertainmentseries.com and get your tickets at 972-252-ARTS. It's a traditional romantic comedy in almost every way, except one. In this week's Feature Flicks, Susan talks with Luke McFarlane and Billy Eichner, stars of the new rom-com Bros.
You met a guy?
I don't think I'm his type. He's like gay Tom Brady.
What are you into? One of these ripped idiots with no opinions?
No, I'd like someone who's physically very frail and won't stop talking.
And I bet he's as intimidated by you as you are by him.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I can do whenever and I can do whatever.
Cool, whatever, whenever. GIF of Michael Scott dancing. Office GIF? This person isn't gay.
There's a scene in the film where Bobby is peacocking and he wants to impress Aaron by taking him to a museum event. So I was wondering if you guys have ever tried to overly impress someone you guys were dating, and how did you go about doing that?
Wow, that's a good question.
You know, it's interesting, and I completely forgot this story until right now, but there was once a guy that years ago I had a crush on, and we had a real passive-aggressive relationship with each other, and it did not end up leading to a relationship the way that Luke's character and my character have in the movie, which is a very serious, intense relationship, but you know, at the time I wanted it to go there, and I was trying to impress him, and you know what I did? I brought him to the premiere of Trainwreck.
Oh, wow.
That's a
New York
good
City,
one.
which is a Judd Apatow produced movie, as is Bros.
Wow.
And yeah, I brought him to, it was a big fancy premiere at Tavern on the Green in New York. And I don't know if I thought of it as peacocking, but I guess that's really subconsciously what it was.
Yeah.
So I guess I have done that. Anyway, it didn't work out, so much for peacocking.
I'm sure he was impressed though.
I don't know if this really relates, but I was doing a play on Broadway, and Barack Obama, the former president, and we were just getting to know each other, and we were supposed to have lunch, and I remember specifically calling him and being like, ugh, I can't do lunch. I'm meeting with Barack Obama. And he was like, oh no, that's cool, go. Seriously, we can like reschedule.
Those are great. I'd be impressed with both those. Well, another thing that makes this movie so great is obviously we're seeing a lot of representation for people that don't normally get represented in a mainstream film like this. I know for me, the lack of women of color in rom-coms really affected my idea of beauty.
Sure, of course.
And I wish that I saw more of that growing up, but I was wondering, how do you guys feel watching a movie like Bros would have affected your youth if you got to see it during your teen years?
Yeah, I mean, I loved romantic comedies growing up. That's why I wanted to make a good one, you know? And I loved those movies, When Harry Met Sally and Moonstruck and Working Girl and Tootsie, and I mean, the list goes on. And yet, I never saw myself in them. I still loved them, which is why I hope straight people go see Bros and can relate to it too, the way that we've always gone to see rom-coms about straight people and managed to relate. So it should work in both directions.
It should.
But yeah, and I never even thought about that until I was an adult, and I thought, wow, I saw all those love stories, but there was never really anyone like me in it. You're not quite the Tom Hanks, but you're also not quite the Meg Ryan. You know, it's different. And so I'm so thrilled to be putting a movie like this, not only into the world, but into movie theaters. Yeah. Because I think people have forgotten how much fun it is to go to a great comedy, a great romantic comedy, and laugh with hundreds of other people in the dark. Yeah. Like, that is a really fun, joyful experience, and it's uplifting, and we need that.
And also, it's just to, like, in the movie theaters in the suburbs. You know, I grew up in the suburbs. We had the multiplex. That was all we had. And we were on a big fancy press tour for a movie that, as a kid, I would ride my bike to the mall to see movies. If I saw that poster as a 19-year-old kid, I'd be like, oh, what is going on? Because usually I saw that kind of thing at the back room at the video store. And that was the only place it was available to me. That's
true, and that can affect your psyche a bit.
Absolutely. And it took Hollywood a long time to get here. You know, we've had 2 movies about a talking hedgehog before we had a gay rom-com from a major studio. So you know, I hope people are as excited to go out there and support it as we were to make it.
Yeah.
I like to keep things chill.
I can be chill, just like a manly man.
Sup?
I got you.
Yeah. We're gonna need some help here.
Okay, I'm gonna need some help here, bro.
What is going on with you?
My whole life, I've prided myself on being self-reliant, but this guy has gone into my head.
Bros opens September 30th. Check for showtimes at one of Irving's excellent local theaters.
The Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival returns to Levy Event Plaza.
Alejandra Reyes and Bernard Manali join us with all the details. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Yeah. Great to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to see you as always. I, for one, am really grateful that the festival is coming back because we missed it over the pandemic. Alejandra, tell us what's planned for this year.
Oh, well, this year we have 48 racing teams, teams from Houston. We will have youth teams from various cities like Richardson, Grand Prairie, Houston as well. We will have a costume parade, performers, food, tons of fun.
Wow. Yeah, no, that sounds great. Bernard, I know there's a lot of opportunities for volunteers. Can you tell us about them?
Absolutely. So we need 50 volunteers out there on Sunday, and we're doing our best to recruit as many as possible. There's a lot of opportunities for volunteers to volunteer in a variety aspects of the event, such as the Dragon Boat race and helping people on and off the boats, running the times that the race and the event each boat does to back to the starting so they can be announced. So there's just a lot of things to do.
Yeah. Right. It sounds like, and I've been there to witness it. I've never rowed. I've never been actually on a boat yet, but I always loved watching them come in, and it's so competitive. I didn't realize at the time that I saw the last one, that I would miss it as much as I do. So I want to ask you, Alejandra, there's always a lot going on at the festival. Is there anything else that our viewers need to know about it?
Oh, I would like to just tell everyone to come join us. This is a free admissions event. There is fun and activities for all ages. We also have, as an effort, for cancer awareness, we will have a coronation ceremony and a costume parade too, as I mentioned prior. So just come join us.
Absolutely. Folks, look forward to the Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival returning to Levy Event Plaza on Sunday, October 2nd. 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Stay all day, watch all the races, and get a bunch of good food. For additional information, check out dfwdragonboatfestival.com.
Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a festival that remembers the spirits of the ancestors with many time-honored traditions. One of them is the famous skull or calavera makeup. Maria Gilbert demonstrates how to do it in this next segment.
Hi, my name is Maria Gilbert with the Capital Improvement Department here with the City of Irving. And today I'm going to show you how to do the Dia de Muertos makeup. The supplies you will need is brushes, eyeliner, preferably black, liquid eyeliner, also preferably black, grease makeup, which is the Halloween makeup, and also cream makeup. The grease makeup is more oil-based, the cream is water-based. So for the first step, we will start with applying light fuchsia around our eyes. And go all the way around your eye. With that same color of fuchsia, you will take it and apply it right here and spread it on each side. Okay. Now you will take the purple with some black, and you want to apply that at the inner part of your eye. Okay. Now you'll take your black, and what we're trying to do is now create or trace your jawline. So you'll start from your sideburns to your mouth. Then you will take your pencil liner and darken your eyebrows. You'll apply the pencil eyeliner also at the bottom of your eyes. Okay. Then we will take the small thin brush and then take the white and trace the top part of the black line. You'll take the white paint also and apply it on your lips. We'll let this white paint stay for a little bit to dry out on the lips, so then that way we can go back and do the teeth. So now what I'm gonna do is take the fuchsia, the light fuchsia, and we're gonna apply it at the below the black line. And you're just gonna spread it downward. Okay. Then you're gonna take the brush for the black, we're gonna use the black, and along that black line, we kind of want to spread it a little bit more downward. Okay. With that same pencil, you'll take the black, and now we're gonna do the nose. And the shape that you want to create is a raindrop. And then fill it in with the black. Okay, so now we're gonna do the teeth. So I prefer the liquid eyeliner. So you start from the center of your lips. So this is your basic Dia de los Muertos makeup. Now, if you don't want to use the fuchsia, you could just use the black. All the black around the eyes and then the black shadowing and just all black shadowing here. I prefer color. Here is the Katrina headpiece. from a previous video that we made. Thank you for watching. My name is Maria Gilbert.
You can find instructions for making the Katrina headpiece on youtube.com at City of Irving.
Artist Danville Chadbourne uses natural materials to explore spiritual and primal themes in the exhibit New Works in Wood in the Irving Arts Center main gallery. Here's a look and a list of other naturally wonderful things to do about town. And here are some other events to take note of in our happenings about town. Mr. Entertainment D. Ellis is ready to make you laugh out loud at Wednesday Night Comedy. The fun kicks off at 8 p.m. the fourth Wednesday of every month at Michael's of Las Colinas.
The Irving Arts Center welcomes the Vienna Light Orchestra to Carpenter Hall for an unforgettable candlelight concert of music from The Greatest Showman. Performances are Friday, September 30th at 7:30 p.m. and Saturday, October 1st at 4 and 7:30 p.m. Get your tickets at irvingartcenter.com.
James Bond meets Rachmaninoff as the Irving Symphony Orchestra kicks off their 60th anniversary season on Saturday, October 8th at 7:30 p.m. in Carpenter Hall. Call 972-252-ARTS for tickets.
And the new Philharmonic Orchestra of Irving presents a musical sunrise on Sunday, October 9th at 3:30 p.m. in Carpenter Hall. Call 972-252-ARTS or visit irvingartcenter.com for ticket information. For more events about town, check out our arts calendar at cityofirving.org/536. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time for a look at the Cowboys' ultimate fan experience at Toyota Music Factory.
We'll also have highlights from Fiesta at the South Irving Library and Barley and Bites, Irving's beer, wine, and food festival.
As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Tell us about events going on around the community, people we should profile, or stories you'd like to see on the show.
You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on social media. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you.
We'll leave you tonight with a look back at the Dragon Boat Festival. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Stevens. Have a great evening.